ABC's The View is in serious trouble after a shocking lawsuit rocked the network.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day.
It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
A major controversy has unfolded, and it could spell disaster for one of daytime TV's most talked about shows. Joy Behar's off-the-cuff remarks about political strategist Karoline Leavitt have triggered a legal storm. And now, ABC executives are scrambling for damage control. Could this be the beginning of The View's downfall? For years, The View has been no stranger to controversy. The long-running talk show thrives on heated debates.
Excuse me, maybe I was clumsy in the way that I said it.
Critics alike, with a panel of outspoken hosts who rarely shy away from contentious topics. The show has become a lightning rod for political and cultural clashes. But this time, the fallout is bigger than ever. Karoline Leavitt, a rising star in conservative politics and a vocal critic of mainstream media bias, has taken a bold step against The View and its co-hosts. Specifically, she's going after Joy Behar, whose recent comments weren't just offensive, they might be legally problematic. Behar, known for her sharp tongue and unfiltered opinions, has ignited a firestorm of backlash before, but this time, the stakes are higher. With accusations flying and legal implications looming, Leavitt is determined to hold the show accountable in a way that could have lasting consequences. This isn't the first time The View has found itself at the center of controversy, but could this be the final straw for the show's future? For years, critics have accused the show of fostering a toxic environment where opposing voices are silenced or ridiculed, while supporters argue it's a necessary platform for unfiltered debate. Yet with the latest drama unfolding, the question remains, has The View finally gone too far? It all started when Joy Behar made a shocking claim on air. During a heated discussion, she dismissed Leavitt's political qualifications, suggesting that the only reason she secured a position in the Trump administration was because, in Donald Trump's eyes, she was a 10.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day.
Yep, you heard that right. Joy essentially reduced Leavitt's hard-earned career to just her looks, a move that many saw as not only hypocritical, but also downright sexist. Now let's pause here for a second. Isn't The View always preaching about women's empowerment? Isn't this the same show that condemns sexism and demands respect for women in media and politics? The irony wasn't lost on viewers, and the backlash was immediate. But let's give this some historical context. The View has a pattern of making cutting remarks about conservative women. Remember when Sarah Palin was mocked for her appearance rather than her policies? How about the time the show openly laughed at Kellyanne Conway's infamous alternative facts moment, choosing to ridicule her rather than engage in a serious discussion? Does The View have a deeper issue with conservative women? Or is this just how they keep the ratings high? Before we break down the latest firestorm, let's take a step back and examine how the show built its reputation on polarizing debates, unfiltered opinions, and shocking statements that continue to push the boundaries of daytime television. Since its debut in 1997, The View has been a stage for strong personalities to clash on live television. Originally conceived by Barbara Walters as a space for insightful discussions, it has evolved into a battleground for partisan arguments and viral moments.
You got to go to private school.
There is zero statistical significance.
You got to go to private school.
Because
nobody can figure out what's being said here right now. No, there is no last thing.
Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the administration, the people who are actually impacted by this.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Instead of letting the comment slide, Leavitt fired back hard. She refused to stay silent, making it crystal clear that her accomplishments were the result of hard work, not superficial judgments. Dismissing Behar's remarks as just another example of mainstream media's bias against conservative women, Leavitt vowed to stand her ground. In a fiery response, Leavitt called out The View for its blatant double standards. She highlighted how the show has a history of tearing down right-leaning women, resorting to personal attacks rather than engaging in meaningful political discourse. From Sarah Palin to Nikki Haley to herself, she argued that The View has made a habit of belittling conservative women instead of debating their ideas. Leavitt took things one step further by taking legal action. Leavitt officially filed a lawsuit against ABC, alleging that Joy Behar's comments weren't just offensive, they were defamatory and damaging to her career. The lawsuit claims that Behar's remarks went beyond political banter and crossed into the territory of character assassination with real consequences for Leavitt's professional reputation. ABC executives never saw this coming. What started as another heated moment on The View has now escalated into a full-blown legal battle, one that could have lasting repercussions for both the network and the show's future. As the legal fight unfolds, one question remains. Could this be the controversy that finally forces The View to change its ways?
I was clumsy in the way that I said
I'm 2 feet away. I don't need you to scream at me this way.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Insiders say ABC is scrambling behind the scenes, desperate to settle the lawsuit before it goes to court. The last thing the network wants is a high-profile legal battle that could further damage its brand, especially at a time when trust in mainstream media is already at an all-time low. Legal experts speculate that ABC could offer a quiet payout or issue a carefully worded statement to de-escalate the situation, but will Leavitt accept anything less than a public reckoning? There are even whispers that ABC might push Joy Behar out to save face. At 81, Behar is one of the show's longest-running and most controversial figures. But with The View already struggling with declining ratings, could this scandal be the final straw? Some sources suggest network executives are weighing their options: keep Behar and risk further backlash, or let her go and attempt to reset the show's increasingly polarizing image. If Behar is forced out, it could mark the biggest shakeup the show has seen in years. Meanwhile, Leavitt has solidified her reputation as a fighter. Instead of backing down, she's using this moment to expose what she sees as the media's blatant bias against conservative women. Her lawsuit isn't just about holding The View accountable, it's about setting a precedent. If she wins, it could send shockwaves through the industry, making networks think twice before resorting to personal attacks in the name of entertainment. As the legal battle unfolds, the stakes are only getting higher. Will The View weather yet another controversy? Or is this the moment that finally forces real change? One thing is certain, this fight is far from over.
It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Do you think Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit is justified? Was Joy Behar's comment out of line, or was it just political banter? And most importantly, should ABC take action against The View to restore credibility? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates on this developing story. Stay tuned. We'll be following this scandal every step of the way.